Big welcome to all the zodiac signs, but particularly to you, my dear Cancer, because the full moon is today in your sign, and I decided to keep the readings open. Of course, I will specifically do it when the moon is in each of the zodiac signs, so that I get the feeling. But nevertheless, we all feel that. We all feel that the sun is right now in Capricorn. We all feel that the moon is in your sign. And of course, it is a full moon. And a full moon means that you're getting the full power. And this is the word for Capricorn. You're getting the full power of the sun. You're getting highlighted. You can look deep within yourself. What is it that you want to celebrate today? Because a full moon is almost work of the last new moon that you had in your sign, where you planted your seed, right? And this is where these readings should lead to, that you're becoming aware. Oh, today is my full moon, but when was my last new moon where I planted the seed? And today, this full moon is giving me that full power and the full blossoming of that idea that I planted in that little seed. So the power to go into the third eye, to overcome these cyclical attachments that are natural, that are up in the sky, that are governing our bodies, that are governing our minds, and then become successful in the next cycle where you're going down again into your new moon in your month, right? It's always in your month you get the new moon where you can plant a seed, and then in your opposite sign, which is Capricorn, you get to see the full blossoming. It's almost like you got to understand your opposite. And of course, to understand the devil is intense, because he's pushing you, he is inviting you, he is challenging you. And the challenge is not to go against it. The challenge is to understand it and to work with it. Because once we understand the opposite of ourselves, then we can truly be liberated. That's the full message already just there with this combination, right? So it's like, okay. But the words of power and feeling have power in your feelings, or do feelings overpower you? I mean, you could create here again like a whole sentence, and I will see which one will be the title. But it's like, become powerful by understanding your emotions. What is leading you? What is like driving you over to the devil? What is driving you over rather to the light? And both of them are important. Not one is better. And remember, the devil is created by the church as that monster, as that one side where we think we do negative things and horrible things, but it's within us that we are attaching ourselves to those kind of energies. The yoga position that I are having today is, of course, still the Dancer to Capricorn, dancing up through the spine into the third eye, and you, the high lounge, the high horse, is approximately your position. So to combine them is pretty nice sequencings that you could create for yourself. The Queen of Cups is the court card for Cancer. So if your birthday is between June 10th and July 12th, this is your court card. If she comes up in the reading, it's a direct message at you, and if not, then yeah, it's the message. I want to keep the message open for all, open for all zodiac signs, because on the 1st of January when I did Sagittarius reading, it was crazy. I was like, this is my reading. This was my New Year's Eve. And I realized it's like, okay, what others? Who are others? It's me, just in a different perspective, right? So let's begin. We have first the Creativity Oracle. And the first card that is speaking to you in this full moon day, the full moon is tonight, so I'm doing it a little earlier, but it's already 99.8% full, which is enough for me. So the first impression that you get from this card, what do you feel? What do you sense when you look at it? Yeah, it's letting go, it's opening yourself, is emotionally dance, celebrate your full moon. Passion, this is the word, passion. And it will take passion for you to push through your self-criticism to get to a place of confidence. Number 63, the number 9, a completion. This full moon is a completion to you because the moon card usually is in Pisces, and opposite Pisces is the Hermit, the Virgo. Also, they also have to learn from each other. So here you are realizing, let yourself open into this full moon and celebrate and dance with like-minded around this tree, around a common goal. Now, the common goal here is that the financial abundance that is generated through the 10 of Pentacles is immense. That amount of power needs self-control, needs self-confidence, needs a passion to overcome self-critical thinking, self-critical awareness. It's, if you want to enter this circle, you've got to pump up the game. You've got to be ready for something like this, because this is powerful. These are powerful people. These are not the kind of people that we're talking about who are rich and who are snobbish and all of that. No, these are rich people, but they're also rich in engagement, rich in how they want to live their life, rich in everything they do. So just be aware that then after that comes the butterfly. And so this circle is transforming you. This circle is giving you now a full shift in transforming you here into a butterfly that is flying and that is releasing all those things that we think we are not good enough to be. And that's exactly what the number 9 there says, right? The number 9 goes into the 10. The 10 is a 1, is a new beginning with a 0. A new beginning on a new level of understanding. Butterfly, undergoing great change and transformation. The energy of the butterfly is with us during periods of transition. Since air is the element of the heart, this change usually involves relationships, or if you love your job, perhaps your career. Since transition is accompanied by some amount of discomfort, be extra patient and kind during this time, especially if the butterfly is you. So when in balance, cheerful and graceful. Wow, right? So already here we can see there is something really powerful happening on this full moon. This full moon is speaking to you directly in a way. Open yourself, have the passion to reach a confidence where you stop the self-criticism, right? You stopping that. From 9 you go to 10, and the 10 is saying you've done it, you've completed it. But it's also this circle of people, these kind of people have the power to transform you even more, have the power to show you, yes, it is possible. Then, and this is really fascinating, comes a new tree on a rock. You see this? This is almost like, this is a tree, of course, with roses that doesn't exist, but it's almost saying, here's a tree with 10 roses, and there's this butterfly transformation, and he's looking at this tree. And here's a tree, like a baby tree, standing on this rock, and the rock is the word, and the endurance of this transformation, the endurance of passing through a portal that is saying, yes, you framed in by two trees, you framed in by the tree of life. And this is what the Tarot is. The Tarot is based on the Kabbalah, and the Kabbalah is the tree of life. And the tree of life is saying, so as above, so below. So this butterfly, when he was in the cocoon, when he was inside of that caterpillar energy, then he didn't know yet what would become of him. And it's almost like here, this tree, this 10 is now giving place to the number 2, because actually the 20, right? This is the 20. So you jumping through this caterpillar, through the butterfly, you're jumping through the butterfly into the number 20, 10, 20. That's it. Instantly recognizing the power that you have gotten, the transformation that has pushed you, and the place that you are now standing on a rock, on a strong foundation, because it's saying, right? This rock is holding you, this rock is giving you the endurance and is giving you the space to grow majestically up into the air. And then you've got 2 coming out of this, is the passion coming back again, but on a whole new level. Here, the passion to overcome your self-criticism, but then you go through all this transformation, and then the passion of the soul is coming back. And then here again, this is a number 14. 1 and 4 is the number 5, which is that human experience, the 5th dimension, the 5 fingers, right? The humanness that is now making you more compassionate, more passionate for even going further, for going deeper. You realize you have overcome and you have learned a strong lesson here within this community, within this group of people that are holding hands and that are circling this tree. You transformed profoundly through that. You begin to grow and you begin to see the passion through the soul. And then comes the sweat lodge, the passion to the next number 9. Here is a 9, right? The number 63. And here's a 9, the number 54. So the 6 is Capricorn. The 6 is also Gemini. And the 3 is the Empress. The 3 is the one that is completely letting go of herself. The 3 is also the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is that she's letting go, she is reaching. So there's a lot of power within it that is telling you to shift, that is telling you to become and let go of things that don't work anymore, so that you can really fly. And then you go immediately to the number 20, and from the 20 you moving into that human experience that is going through the sweat lodge, that is going through a deeper visual, going within, looking within, seeing with the soul in the darkness, that little eye, that little moment of I can see myself here in the dark, transforming, shifting and changing. Then comes the 2 of Earth, the 2 of Pentacle, and the 2 of Pentacle is Jupiter in Capricorn. So Capricorn's light, the sun in Capricorn, is highlighting this work. The work that you're doing here within is going deep within into the earth, because Jupiter is the one that is shifting constantly. Jupiter is saying money is an inhale and money is an exhale. So give and take, right? Give and take constantly. Understanding that money is coming and going and coming and going, and learning all about it without getting attached to it. So that's what you're learning in this deep sweat lodge. It's a shamanic, deeper level of the soul wants to know what all of this is about. What is life all about? And then comes the 6 of Wands, the 6 of fire, the 6 of, again, a 6 to the devil, the number 6. There's not another 6 here. Actually, there is with the 63, right? The number is here, 63. So there's a 6, 6, and a 6 here. So there is a portal opening for you that is allowing you, when you've gone through this darkest night of the soul, the darkest night of a passionate soul, right? A deep, passionate soul. And there are, let's see, all the butterflies. There are all the butterflies here saying, yes, you've done it. You can see now every transformation through the butterfly. And then you go deeper and deeper, because the deeper we go, the more we can go up, the more we can liberate, the more we can realize truly what all of this is about. And this is victory. A victory on an active level, on a level that you are doing, that you are compassionate, passionate. You are all of that, that creates a whole new community, that creates a sustained energy between like-minded people. And where is it bringing you? I like this whole stack. Wow. To the age of Aquarius, to the star, to a new way of, you are going up, you are rising up in your actions, you are rising because you've been in the dark, so you know how it is then also to be in the light. And in the light, to be in the light is sometimes for some people more intense, more difficult to be, because everybody can see you. In the dark, no one sees you, so you could behave the way you feel like behaving. Right? You think only you see it, only you know it, but that's the most important part, that you, once you know, everybody else also knows. So here you are in the age of Aquarius. You are going up into the hope, up into the star. The hope is rising, the hope is going to you. The sun is a star, right? The sun in Capricorn is giving you the power to feel the hope, the power to see where it's going. Wow, it's going to another 9. Right, so we have 9, the portal here, 63, we have 54, and we have the Hermit, the number 9. It's like, okay, this is the age of Aquarius, is going to help you to understand that everything begins from deep within. Deep within you have the power to be aware, to see that all of what you're learning, that this full moon is shifting your perspective. And I'm just gonna look what else is there, and wow, again the 10s. So then you going through an important understanding of what money can do to us, of what money, how powerful money is, that money is not, oh, I have a lot of money and so what, money is only of value if we become like really spiritual, working spiritual with it, working with the community with it. And this kind of money is coming back to you because you are having here the 10 of of Pentacles, again, the Ten of Earth. And the Ten of Earth is saying, here you have learned your lesson. You have learned to look deep within, that money only can be given and taken and given and taking, and that it's an exchange. And the success is in understanding that, in growing through that into a strong personality. That strong personality is here an Aquarius, and then there is a Virgo that you are maybe connected with. And again, you are understanding through these personality what it truly means to have money, and what it means when you're working with this kind of money. So you have twice the 10. So I think money is going to be a very important message for you to understand that you've got to give and take and share and exchange and have your soul's passion finally do what you always wanted to do. And I can see the message here because I'm a Virgo, right? I can see the message here for myself because I am working myself on a society, on a creative community, that I can do really transformational work with people, that I can help them to grow new roots, right? That I can help them to see through the soul this life, and even do sweat lodge. I've worked with shamans, and understanding the power of giving and taking in the material sense, and action oriented. The number 6 is very successful. 666 you have here. You have a 999. I mean, this is so powerful, right? And you have the 8. This is the infinite understanding of everything is here to give us power from within, and the financial understanding is given. You are learning, you are growing through all of that, and that is your full moon message for today. Wow, very cool. So I hope I see you when the sun is in Aquarius, because Aquarius is already here. Aquarius is speaking to you. Aquarius is saying, yeah, so let's look what's going to happen with that community. Let's look what's going to happen with that project. It's very important. So I hope I see you during the readings. Even if there's a title or picture appealing to you, you can look at the reading, because I've realized now that these readings are open for all, but particularly it's for you, particularly because the moon is in Cancer. And so I see you either in the next reading, when then the sun is in Aquarius and the moon again in yours. Until then, I thank you so much for watching. Namaste.